Ben at -9 Computing. Welcome back. So today I'm going to dig a little deeper into the ESP32-S2 Feather TFT from Adafruit. I'm going to install two different things on there that I've been fiddling with. One is an adaptation of their Start It code, and instead of I kind of remove the picture and I'm actually pulling data via JSON from a website. So kind of neat, and it shows, I think, where you could really pull some kind of more active data. This was more just a pull just to show you can do it from other places and actually pull multiple fields at once. I think there's a lot of room there to do some cool stuff. And then the other one, and that was the code is originally by Lady Ada, and then this one is it's basically you create a little web server, and it's a tutorial by John Park, who works for Adafruit, and it's pretty cool. So it basically creates like a Wordle sort of page, and it's kind of fun. You can connect to it from a phone or from your laptop or whatever, as long as you're on the same network and you just browse to the device. It runs a little web server. A lot of options there. So let's see if I can get that going. Cool. So here is an adaptation of some code from Adafruit made by Lady Ada, and what theirs does is it gets the GitHub stars and shows them on the screen. What I've done is I've just changed it basically, and I'm doing a JSON pull from a Pokédex kind of a index. And another little difference down here is instead of pulling just the star, I'm pulling Pokemon and the name, type, and height. And let me just show you. So here's the URL, and I'll post this in the link, in the subject, or whatever, description, that's what I mean. So in here, for example, I'm saying, select Pokemon and name, type, and height. So over here it says Pokemon, name, type, and height. And then I'm printing it out on the screen. So let's see what this actually looks like. So I'm now connected. I'm going to save this. And here it goes, it's reloading. Sorry for the delay, there we go. So there's Bulbasaur. It's a grass and poison type, and it's 0.71 meters high. Pretty exciting. And down here is some nice output that shows I am running code.py. I connected Indigo as my home network, and it received an IP address. And then it goes and fetches from that URL we showed, and here's what it pulled. Pretty cool. So, I mean, you could obviously do other things, Bitcoin. There's a whole bunch of sites out there that have publicly available JSON information you can pull from or use JSON to pull from. But what could be really interesting, or more interesting, is let's say you put it up into a GitHub repository and you take, I don't know, your home temperature and different things, and you do that, and then you can just pull it down and project it onto any sort of device you'd like. So, kind of cool, right? Okay, we're going to put some code on an Adafruit example that basically is like, kind of like Wordle. And to start off with, though, first thing I like to do is I want to kind of wipe the device. So let's get it into, gotta hit it twice quick here. Okay, there we go. So now it's in this sort of state where you can upload your .uf2 files. And I'm gonna click on our drive. I'm gonna drag the 733 CircuitPython on there. Okay, now that's done. What we're gonna do is we are going to find the drive again, there it is. And I happen to have already moved over the contents of the file, but what you would normally do is you'd find where your code is and all your libraries. And move it all over. I've already done that. Now that we're ready to go, now we're gonna reset it again. Got to get that sequence right. There we go. And now I'm going to drop the word guesser UF2 file, which they so graciously built, that has all sorts of code in it. And there it is, word guesser. And I also configured it to connect to the internet. So my Wi-Fi is Indigo, shows the IP address, and it shows the DNS of this, wordguesser.local. You can change all those parameters. Here it is right here. I'm going to reload. So wordguesser.local in a browser. These are both on the same network. So a phone on the same network can do it as well. And there we go. Whoop, did it reload? Oh, I guess, you know what, because I tried this a little earlier, it remembers my previous attempt. So let's say, so here it is. It looks just like Wordle. It's called Reactl. But if you know how to use Wordle, you basically just, you know, you move the letters around and, how about R-O-A-S-T? I know we've used some of these letters, but just as an example. So there you go. And it's Wordle, yay, or Reactl, yay.